Hi guys, in today's video we're going to go through what you need to know as a beginner for Hyrox and what we wish we knew at the beginning.
Although we did some research, but there wasn't as much research out.
There wasn't as much stuff out there as there is now.
Yeah, we went in the community Facebook group though, didn't we?
Yeah, join that as a starting point.
Yeah.
Join the Hyrox UK, if you're watching it from the UK, Facebook community group.
Yeah.
That's a really good group.
Yeah.
A lot of questions asked and answered, and a right mix of different levels of people. So that's definitely a good starting point.
Yeah.
A lot of the questions is, what trainers should I wear for racing in Hyrox?
It can make, honestly though, don't read too much into these groups, because I don't, because it can make me panic. What people say, there's some negative Nancy's in there, but anyway.
Well, with what to wear?
What to wear, but what the events are like. Some negativity.
People like a moan.
Yeah.
That's people in general.
Yeah.
So people like a moan. But yeah, with what to wear trainers wise, we've always worn Puma Nitros, haven't we?
Yeah.
And now we're in the Puma
Forever
Run
Yeah.
Nitros.
Yeah, that's what took us a while to find our right shoe.
A bit more support for overpronation.
Yeah.
They seem to work well for both of us. We both like them. The actual grip on the sole of the Nitros is really good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if, I know Puma work with Hyrox, but I don't know if the trainers were designed for Hyrox.
Yeah.
Or
I think
it's just
I
how
don't
it's
know.
worked out.
I've never bought Pumas years ago. I'd have gone, Puma trainers for training? No.
Yeah.
That's so funny, isn't it? Whereas now it's like the ones to wear.
Yeah. They're good. They've got really good grip for the sleds. They're good for running in. If you just wore running style trainers, you might find you struggle with a bit of a grip on the floor when you're pushing and pulling the sled.
Yeah, I found that with my Asics, my runners.
But the main part of Hyrox is running. The sleds are only a small part, but you don't want to be going through a phase of where you're going, I can't push the sled because my feet keep slipping.
Yeah.
So
what another thing I wish I'd known before Hyrox was the injuries that you probably will get if you run more. You not really a runner. So I pushed through shin splints and are better now. That's due to changing trainers. If you train a lot, massages, stretching,
mobility stuff.
Yeah, you have to make time for those things if you want to do Hyrox a few times.
Yeah, it depends how much you're training.
Yeah.
If you're going from not a lot of training and suddenly doing loads of running, you're going to pick up a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
You need to build everything up steady and at a pace that you can do, and the volume that you can do.
I got my shin splints after, so we did January Hyrox Manchester 2023, and after that event we started our 5 kilometre sprint running programme, and that's when I started getting my shin pain, and it took about 6 to 8 weeks to settle down. And it does.
Maybe too much running too soon.
Yeah.
So build things up. Work to what you can work to, and expect to maybe get a few niggles. I think everybody does.
No one does, whatever you do in life anyway.
Yeah, but don't ignore them.
No. It's all part of the fun.
Yeah, and it's also having balanced programs and structures for what you're doing to minimise the risk of you picking up these injuries.
Yeah.
What else would you want to know? Maybe little bits about the race, stuff this up in the background. We're not going to go through what the race is.
Not again. Someone asked me the other day, what is Hyrox? I can't be bothered to say it all.
Running.
You feel like an idiot trying to explain it. Tell me how you can explain it quick.
Multifunctional event with a lot of running in it.
Yeah, but it sounds naff. You've got to make them feel sick.
Oh, right. Go on then. What's your sick version?
Boy, it's like, I say
sprint a kilometre, and then you have to do this crazy thing, and then you sprint again. Don't sprint. You don't go crazy. So there's your beginners.
So that's beginners, and we were beginners September 2022, and we had 4 or 5 months training before we did our first Hyrox event.
Yeah, which was steady.
Some only did 8 weeks, some only done 8 weeks.
I created the Hyrox Starter Plan because that's pretty much the train how we did it, where we were doing a bit of weights, then we're adding in a bit of the Hyrox stuff, then a bit more. And that program there, that sort of builds you up to be able to do a Hyrox race as such. Not that most people could just go in and do one.
Yeah.
I don't know how much fun it'd be if you just went in and
you just have to get steady and walk.
Yeah.
There's walkers there, that's
the thing to remember as well. As a beginner going into it, when you get to an event, you'll probably look around and go, oh my God, everybody's in such good shape. There's a right mix of people. You're just focusing on all the people with their tops off who all look shredded.
Yeah.
When you actually then calm down a second, you look around and you go, actually, there's a really good mix here. Different levels, different people, everyone's supportive. I've said this so much in these videos. It is such a good environment.
Yeah.
Everybody's so supportive. It is really good. Then when you're racing, or you don't like the word racing.
I don't like the word racing.
When you're competing your Hyrox event, if you want to walk, you walk a bit. If you want to catch your breath, catch your breath.
We don't do that though, do we?
We don't do that.
We didn't do it on the first one. So we're too competitive. So you said to me you'd rather die than stop.
Oh, and then when I got to the wall balls at the end, I was in between the two, dying and stopping.
I see more than him.
Because I was dying and stopping. Because we pushed ourselves.
Yeah.
But as a
You
beginner,
always do this
as a beginner, get training. Try and join a gym where they've actually got all the kit that you need for Hyrox. If you're at a gym and you go, they haven't got sleds, they haven't got ski ergs, they haven't got this, that, and the other, they haven't got wall balls.
It's going to be harder, but you can still do it.
You can still do it.
You can do it from home.
You can do it without doing any of those movements. But
it's going to be harder.
It massively makes them. If you can join a Hyrox affiliated gym where they've got all the right kit for it, it's a lot easier. If you can then, if they haven't got all, if there's other gyms that have got some of the kit, even better. If the gym's got no kit, okay, you're going to go into the event not doing everything before, which is harder to do. But yes, you still can do it. You don't have to do wall balls to get good at wall balls. You can do plenty of squats to get good at them. There's lots of alternatives.
If you are tight going low, what helped me was doing 10 minutes of stretching and mobility moves on my hips. But I have been doing that for about a year prior to Hyrox starting, because that was my weaker area anyway. So definitely mobility, but it's putting effort in, and I know it's effort. But if you want to improve,
the easiest way to do that, apart from if you've got time to fit it in before you train or after you train, you should do more dynamic stretches before you train and then static stretches after you train. But if you're just going to add some mobility stuff in, YouTube, hip mobility videos, there's loads, and there's loads of good ones. And to tell if one's good or not, if it's had loads and loads of views, means people are watching it. It's going to be half decent. That's what we did for ages. We just followed along to different ones. Now we just do our own thing. We've got our little routine that we do.
Look at YouTubers that are doing Hyrox, watch what they do on their events.
Even not doing Hyrox, even just running ones.
So I don't know if anyone else experienced this, but before, when I was a beginner, before an event, I'd watch other people's YouTube and then I'd get all the adrenaline because it'd make me nervous.
So you're getting excited.
Getting excited then.
Getting excited.
Yeah, but I'm nervous because I was like, ooh. But I'm glad that I looked at other YouTube people that are doing other people doing the events.
If you've watched any Hyrox stuff and you're wondering what people are going to say about the rock zone, that's the bits in between when you finish doing your run to get into, let's just say you're doing the skiing. So once you've gone through the archway from finishing your run, the time it takes you to get from that archway over to where the ski ergs are, that's the rock zone. So that time's done separately to the rest. In the rock zone area, there is also places to grab a drink.
There's Red Bull.
Get a Red Bull down here. And then throw up.
Oh, God.
That might be good. I've never tried it.
Yeah, there are things in there. What I wish I'd known as a beginner was people panicked me that when we got there we wouldn't be able to move the sled. But luckily we were training in the gym with the right kind of carpet.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Hyrox carpet what we've got here.
So in theory, all you need to do is put on extra weight and turn up and don't worry too much about it. But it is horrendous, the thought of not being able to push or pull a sled when you're not prepared for it then.
All I'd say in whatever event you're doing, don't enter the pros if you're not ready to be a pro.
Yeah, because
if you enter the women's open or the men's open, the odds are you're going to be able to move the sleds.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody who they've gone, oh no, I'm quitting the race because I can't do it. It might be hard and it might take you time, but you're going to do it. If you watch some of the pros, namely Hunter, when he pulls the sled, it's ridiculous. I think he pulls it in 10 seconds. Yeah, maybe don't expect to do it like that when you do give it a go if you want, but that's not how most people are doing it. That's the other thing to do. There's so much good stuff on YouTube. Watch other people's, what they do when they show you their races, and you can see them, how they push the sled, how they pull the sled, see what other people are doing. It gives you a little bit more of an idea of what it's like, rather than just turning up on the day and going, oh, this is my feeling is this is good, this is brilliant. But if you go there and you first think, oh, this is a bit scary, they recommend you get there 2 hours before your time.
Yeah.
Gives you a chance to just get all sorted with everything. You get a chip, to go on your leg.
Yeah. We get it always the night before. If we go the night before, you don't have to do that.
There's a bag drop area there.
Yeah, so
just be prepared to queue a little bit.
Take food.
That's why you want to be there a couple of hours before, because you might need to queue for the bags. You might need to queue to get your chip. You might need to get. There's a warm up area. The warm up areas are getting better and better each event we've been to. They've got
definitely warm
bigger
up.
And bigger.
We didn't warm up properly for our very first one. We got there late.
There wasn't even a warm up area for our first one, though.
Yeah, there was. It was tiny though.
Right, the warm up areas now are decent, aren't they?
Yeah, it was small.
They've come away.
We only gave ourselves 10 minutes basically from start to the warm to start time, and because we got lost. Don't get lost on the way to your event.
Don't get lost on the way.
Check everything. Oh, it's silly, really. You still make it and you'll still be fine, but we didn't warm up properly, although we were all right with that warming up.
What was I going to say? You'll know the day you're going to race on when you book your ticket, but you won't know your times. You'll get a time bracket about 3 weeks out. So our time bracket for our next race is what? Roughly between 4 and 7. It's not exactly that. So we know we're going to start anywhere between 4 o'clock and 7
Which is annoying, but I'm going to go with it. It's absolutely fine. But last year's race, January 2023, we started at 9:10 in the morning, 10 past 9 in the morning, which is perfect. Then our next race after that was 12:30. Then our next race after that was 2:30. So now it's getting later and later, which I'm a bit like...
It depends if it's a 1-day event or 2-day event. Some people are going to be racing early, some people are going to be racing late. Not everybody's going to be happy with the time they get. You only find out your exact time you're going to start at
3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days before you'll get an email, and it'll tell you your exact start time. Until then, you just know that bracket from 3 weeks before and the day before that.
Yeah.
Anything else that you'd want to know as a beginner?
No, you just need to find out what the race is about first. Look at the venue, check for people on YouTube, join the Hyrox community Facebook pages. You'll soon figure out people who are doing it, you'll become friends with, follow people on Instagram, check out the workouts that they do on Instagram to get a feel for faster workouts.
Well, there's Hyrox Workouts, obviously our Instagram page, where post 5 workouts a week, 4 or 5 workouts a week.
Yeah, they're easy to follow.
5. And then for the actual plans that we do, you can there's the starter plan, there's running plans, there's speed development plans, there's the specific prep plan that you do exactly 8 weeks out before. If you're really new to everything, then I'd say start with the starter plan. If you've done quite a bit of other training before, you might want to go in with, say, the engine builder program. Even in any of the programs, there's always other Hyrox workouts, as in it's not just running.
Yeah.
It covers everything. All the programs are designed so they cover everything that you're training, but there's a main emphasis on one thing. So that could be building your engine or developing your run speed or getting stronger. But in all the programs, there's everything else is included in what you're doing. So get training for your events, get one booked. That's what I'd say first.
Yeah.
Get one booked, get looking forward to it, get training for it, and then enjoy it. Enjoy the community. It is a very good community.
Yeah.
And don't worry about anything. There's so many people there at the events to help you, telling you where to go, what direction to go, where's this. And everybody there, and this is what I think is really good about Hyrox, you're there in that building with everybody there for the exact same reason. That you couldn't get anything more like-minded people to turn up for an event from beginners to advanced, but everybody's there doing the same race, enjoying it. So look forward to your race, enjoy it. If there's anything that you want to know that we haven't covered in this as a beginner,
ask us, because we have done 3 now.
Comment below. We're pros, we've done 3.
Wait till we do
4
10.
soon.
Yeah, we'll be saying it in a couple of years.
But any questions, comment below and we'll answer them. And follow us on the Hyrox Workouts Instagram page for loads of information. And that is it. Enjoy Hyrox.